Hey divas, happy weekend. I just had some woman around a post they just wrote, called me opportunistic about the virus. Quite frankly, I didn't even want to talk about it, apart from saying be careful, wash your hands, rest, sleep, and don't allow I'm not going to allow this so-called heartbreaking disaster to be a disaster in my own life. At the end of the day, this is a time for us to sleep, rest, be with our loved ones, and also to ensure that we keep doing what we need to do. I'm not going to buy into it. Life is short. You know, God forbid I ever got the virus or anyone that I loved. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous, that comment that person made. Anyway, my thing is about ensuring that everyone stays grounded, calm, loving to themselves, not by so many women I see are infected by viruses, many of them incredibly toxic, ones that we don't even talk about, which is the virus of abuse, shame, scarcity, self-loathing, that then becomes chronic illness. We're surrounded by chronic illness. You know, at the end of the day, it's about really, for me, everyone has a perspective. Everyone can choose their own perspective. And when someone comes into my group of my house and they're going to be abusive to me, they will be removed. And the woman said, can you remove me from your stuff because I was being opportunistic or something? It's complete projection, completely distorted. And what I've come to realize is, like, go and do it yourself. Get off my list yourself. I'm not going to pay my VAs. If you want to get off my list, get off my list. Don't come into my space and be abusive to me. Whatever's going on for you, God bless, and get off. Like, get away from me. I have nothing to communicate with you, nothing to say, and I certainly don't need to validate my position. So my position is, don't buy into the virus. There's many viruses, so don't buy into the virus. Do what you need to do to stay grounded, happy, healthy, nourish, support those that you can, wash your hands, stay grounded, and don't go into complete and utter fear mongering. It's a serious illness. Yes, it is. But at the end of the day, you know, we come into this life and we go out. Like, for me, it's really about being so grateful for what I do have. I'm going to keep doing my work. That's what I want to do. I don't really have any other choice. I'm passionate about what I do. I have hundreds of students I need to serve. I have an incredible team that I'm responsible for, and it's really pretty simple. Live your life. Live your life. Live it in accordance to your truth, and try to be, just as calm and as loving and as kind to yourself and all others. And that's basically it. So I'm going to go right now. I'm going to here at the shops, I'm going to buy a whole lot of food I'm doing a photo shoot tomorrow, 2 shoots and videos, so I'm going to go shopping. Hey, just people, look, I have been in this market. I was even speaking to one of my strategists today. I've been in this market for a very long time, in order to do the work that I do, in order to do it at the level that we do it, in order to just being a woman in my 40s, being married, being a mother, traveling all around the world, working in corporate America. I'm not a crone yet, but I'm getting there. And I've learned a lot about human projection, my own projection. We all project, we all judge, and I just don't have time for it. I don't want to live my life like that. I'm just so focused on my truth and how I want to live and what feels good and what is honoring from my perspective, and everyone else can stay in their own lane. But anyway, I don't know why people do that. It's actually the most unloving, toxic, it's like a virus. It's a virus unto itself, that type of abusive way of talking to people. So I've learned to just protect my own energy and be completely loving, because when you accept and tolerate that type of behavior from others, you basically just welcome it into your life. There's no harm. Like, I don't feel any ill will to that person whatsoever. But I really am just inviting you divas, when we just want to talk about the whole subject of virus, like what viruses do you allow into your life? How do you perpetuate them in your own life? And I'm going to go shopping now. There's this great fruit, I don't know if you can see it, fruit and veggie place. As I said, I've got shoots on tomorrow, so I'm going to make sure that my people are fed and nourished and that we have a really, really good time. What else? Then I'm going to get my nails done. Then I'm going to see a beautiful client of mine, who's in the corporate arena, who's now going into more leadership and just designed her first program, sold her first program. So it's all very new for her doing this level of work, leveraging herself out of her job. And then hair, got to get my hair dyed, and then having a very, very early night. So the way that I stay really, really, absolutely, fear is very disempowering. I think it's great to be observant and to, oh my God, I have to share on this page this incredible woman in Congress in the United States fighting for free testing to ensure that people can get free coronavirus tests, which is incredible and amazing, and it should be there for them regardless of, she shouldn't even have to fight for it, but that's the whole American structure there. And I don't know if you've seen it, it's kind of going viral. I'll share it in the group, but I'll put the link up here under my video, but it was so great. I loved it. She just kept staying the course and stating her truth and stating what she wanted and stating the statistics, and this guy in his fear kept sidelining and going around in tangents, and she just kept calling him forward, saying, are you going to allow and make sure that the US government pays for all testing, no matter what socioeconomic level a citizen is at? And until he said, yes, I will ensure. And he actually, which I wanted to cry when he did this, he actually complimented her in the end. He said, you are an incredible questioner. And she kept questioning him and bringing him back to the solution, to the answer that she was seeking. And she gave him a choice. She didn't say, I demand that you say, hey, Adette, gorgeous, I don't demand that you say yes. What choice are you going to make? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Are you going to give every US citizen the right to get free testing? Is it a yes? Is it a no? I've got to go off and great negotiation skills. I've got to go off and talk to my team. She said, but we've already emailed you. We've already messaged you a week ago. We need to make the decision now. You are the power that is vested in you. You have the choice to decide right now whether the US government will pay for every single citizen to get tested. And I've got these shivers in my body. What is your decision? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Went around and around 3 times until she said, until he then decided, hey, gorgeous, until he then decided to say yes. And she stimulated that. And through this horrible epidemic that is spreading the world, and it will end up balancing it out, we are seeing women in leadership. Women come into their power because we are so done with the suffering. You can't just say that you're done with suffering and not be an active voice, right? You can't. We can't. We all have a voice. We all can create, no matter how small you think it is. I know without a shadow of a doubt that it creates such an enormous ripple effect. So guys, I'm sending you so much love. Have a beautiful day. Hey, gorgeous V. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Rowan. Hey, Jackie. I'm going to go off and shop and get my nails done. I love hearing your take and things. Thanks for hopping on today. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, it's horrible. There's people losing their lives all around the world. And there's also a lot of love and a lot of beauty and a lot of ascension. And we've got to be mindful. And I think it's going to hit Australia in a bigger way in a couple of months' time. And all I know from going through my dad dying, a few months ago, and me getting older and all of that, is I'm here to live. I'm not going to I can't worry about death. Death is going to come for all of us. That's why I am so passionate about my work, about female rights, around my own rights. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here for expansion. I can't worry about, I can be careful, I can be mindful about how I take care of myself, including more sleep, rest, my homeopathics, my essential oils. I felt really, really sick last week. I had to cancel a class. I'd done extra classes back to back over weeks. And my body was just like, ugh. Like I didn't feel good. And so I was like, warning bells, Ingrid, take the time. So I took the time. I had to I couldn't even process information. I was feeling gross. So I got this incredible homeopathic, ironically called China. I took that. I had essential oils going in every single room and all my offices. I made sure that my staff had them. I sent a staff member home. I have acupuncture in the office. I sent another staff member, a healer, to come and work on her. Like we do walk our talk. And because I am so passionate about the work that I do in my life, I have learned how to balance it. Like when I feel like I'm on empty, if I can't take care of myself, no one can do that for me. No one can take care of me. Yeah, my husband can go and get me some food or something like that. But at the end of the day, through having adrenal fatigue, through driving myself into the ground, years ago, I used to be on T3, T4 thyroxine. I went and studied mind body medicine, healing, shamanism, eating psychology. I've had a benign tumor in my uterus. I almost lost my life from that. Like I've gone through, as we all have as women, such a journey. And the journey of suffering, has taught me so much. So I refuse to not take care of myself. I refuse to push myself too much. I refuse to carry people, because I see so many incredible soul empaths do that. I'm incredibly passionate. I'm incredibly fire person, but I'm also incredibly sensitive. So because I'm a sensitive, I'm psychic as fuck. And I read people's energy. Sometimes I also, with certain clients, get really, when they're in scarcity or I've done something for them, they thank me for it and then they don't want to, they get all funny about it. It's all to do with their own energy and their own vibration. I read all the underlying story. So I'm a highly sensitive individual. That means, like you, we have to take care of ourselves. And I won't poison myself. And I'm not going to poison myself by being in some full-on fear-based state around the illness. I'm observant. I'm sending love and healing into the world in every single moment, in every single breath I take. I always live like that. That's how I live. So, having said that, I'm sending you so much love. At the end of the day, just one beautiful chant. You can say, I release all virus. I release all cords and threads around the virus, around any single virus, from the patriarchy, from society, from the political realm, from my sisters, from my family. I release all virus in every single cell of my being. I am whole, I am healed, I am one with the divine. Thank you. And so it is. And I send protection and golden light to every single human soul on the planet. And if we all start chanting it and all start vibrating with that level of healing and love, that is how we eradicate virus. Kisses. I can't turn it off.